guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you clicked on this video. Today I am going to be telling you guys a story. It's probably not gonna be creepy and scary to you guys, but it is something that actually happened in real life. There's footage of it, I think, on Jake's channel because we used to do a lot of crazy things and explore stuff and everything. It was so crazy, this experience. I have a feeling that coming up I'm gonna start to do a lot more things like what I'm about to tell you, and it makes me kind of nervous, but I didn't talk to Jake yet. I was thinking about it all night and then all this morning, and I'm like, I really just want to go explore things and literally be like a ghost hunter. And as I was thinking about this, I'm like, where could I go, this and that. I was thinking about all the places that we had already been. Like, me and Jake have done a lot because for his channel we went a lot of places and explored a lot of things, and he did the Ouija board at a lot of different places and stuff like that. And I was like thinking about all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I should tell my channel while I get ready about that time that we went to this really creepy place and a lot of scary stuff happened to us. I was like, that is literally like the most perfect thing in the world. So I decided that that is what this video is going to be about. My job was in a town in New Jersey that was really far from where I lived, and I had never really been there before, and I only went once in a while for my job. I had a bunch of different locations that I had to go to, and this was years ago. So I decided there's like a lot of land and farmland and all this stuff that I had never seen before. Me and Jake should go to this one place that I always pass by. It was an abandoned pig farm, I want to say. I think that's what they called it. We had gone like in the daytime where we like went and we just kind of checked it out. Like, we checked the area out and we were like, you know what, this is a great place to go back at nighttime and see if anything happens, see what's going on here. We had no idea if anybody lived there or what was going on with this property, but it was just so creepy. There was a house on the property and there was like buildings that had been abandoned. The buildings were abandoned and the house was like really run down. I don't know if anybody lived there. It was just a mess and it was so creepy. Picture a scary movie where there's nothing around, it's all like farmland and you're going down like this really creepy road with just a bunch of trees, some fields. That was this scene. It was a scary place. It was in the middle of the woods. We passed by it during the day, but we didn't go on like the property and stuff because we didn't know whose it was, if somebody lived there or what was going on, and we didn't want to like pull into the area and then like cops see us or something and we're like not supposed to be there. We're like, okay, this is really creepy. It doesn't look anybody's there. Like, it looks totally abandoned. All the grass and everything's like overgrown. There's like trees and stuff, and it just looked like really crap. So we're like, you know what, let's come back at nighttime. That way we know that nobody's gonna be here. We see lights on, obviously somebody lives in the house and this and that. There was barely even a driveway. Like, it was so overgrown, you knew that nobody lived there. So basically that's what we did. We're like, okay, let's come back at night, see what's going on, see if anything happened, and just check it out because it was scary. We wanted to see the buildings and kind of just explore it. We didn't expect to see anybody or for anything to happen because, first of all, why would we even want that? We wouldn't want to deal with that. But it was just, you know, something cool to do on a weekend or something like that, and entertaining for his channel. Why would we not do it? So it was us and like a couple of other people, some of our friends. I'm telling you, like, I don't know if you guys seen like movies like Jeepers Creepers or like Halloween or something like that, or Jason, where they're literally in the middle of the woods. It's just like a scary scene. Like, you don't want to be there. You could see that people had lived here once before. Everything's like run down, kind of like a Texas Chainsaw of it. It was a scary place. So there was like multiple buildings. There was barns and stables and everything like that. And there was a few different buildings that we went in. No one was there that we had seen. There was a few things that happened that really tripped us out. Like, we were so scared. Well, I know everybody else was scared, but they're not gonna admit it, obviously. I was the one that was like, Jake, I don't want to explore anymore. We still had like the house to go in and like this crawl space to the basement. I was like, no, Jake, like, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to leave. Like, I was scared for my life. It was one of the scariest things that I had ever done before, honestly. I felt like I was in a horror movie and Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees was gonna slaughter me. It was so scary. We go through like all these barns and stables and we hear noises and stuff like that. We didn't see anybody, and we were in the first building, the first one that we went into, which is closest to the road. Meanwhile, it's all dark. There's no lights or anything like that. Obviously, there's no electricity because it's all abandoned and run down and broken and stuff. There's no lights. We only have like a flashlight. So we're going through the first building and we hear noises, and it's so creepy, and like it puts you in a mood like where you're scared. Anyone at any time could literally just pop up and kill you, even if they're like homeless, just staying there or whatever it was. So even if a vicious killer didn't live there, A homeless man could have, and that's scary too. I don't know. So we're just exploring and everything was cool. We're like, wow, this is crazy, this is scary, this is creepy. We were seeing whatever we were seeing, and then we go into this house, one of the houses. It was set further back, and it was like a really mini house. It was like basically detached, like a room. I think maybe it had like a tiny little area where there was like a stove and stuff like that. We see a knife in the wall. Like it's literally just sticking through the wall, and then there's like an upside down cross hanging in the room, and on the table there was porno magazines. It was just a scene you did not want to be in. Like it was a bad place. It was scary. After we saw that, we heard noises that sounded like someone was walking through or inside the big house, like the main house on the property. So we're like, what the hell was that? Like, that's scary. We come out, and we didn't go there just yet. We go into another stable that was like really long and had like door sections that you walk through, and it would take you to the next stable and so on. And a lot of that, like the walls in between were broken down, but where you entered the first part, we had to walk through like the broken wall. Like we had to go through a hole in the wall to start to go down the rest of the barn stables. And so we're going through, we get in, and it's so creepy and run down and scary. And we get in, and we're at like near the end, all the way at the end, and we hear this loud noise right where we entered, like the hole in the wall. And we all like, what? And we turn around and we're looking. Now I don't know if you guys can picture this, but we're looking down and we're seeing all these stables, and it's all like wood and broken down stuff. It's scary. It's like a scary scene. Then we look and we see that the wall, more of it came down. There was no one there that we could see. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, did someone like push it down and come in here? And I'm like, Jake, please, like I want to leave so bad. So we end up walking all the way back to where we came from, slowly. We're like, if someone's in here, we don't want to die. So we're walking like slowly through each of the things to get back where we were, and we don't see anybody. And then I'm like, okay, he could be outside waiting for us. Like that doesn't mean he's not here. We go out and we start walking back to the car and where the house is, because we're parked right next to it. The people that we're with and Jake are like, oh my god, look right here, let's go in here. They open up the crawl space. I never had one of these, but it's like in the ground where you open the two doors and you can get underneath. I forget what that's called. I don't know if that's crawl space or what it is, but they open those. I don't know if you all are scared right now, but this was so scary. Picture this dark, pitch black dark in the middle of nowhere with all these barns and stables. We walk into a house or a little room with a knife in the wall and upside down cross. It's a scary place to be. Like I don't want to be there right now, and we're hearing noises. We don't know if anybody's living there or who's there. So they're like, come on, let's go. They go into the stairs. They're walking through, and we're in like a little basement now. So we're actually inside the house, and we don't know if there's people in there or what's going on. And I was so scared. I was like literally almost crying. I'm like, Jake, please, I don't want to be here right now. I'm so scared. Eventually, they're walking through the house and they're like, okay, there's nothing here. And we go upstairs to like inside the house. Now, the front door is locked, so we can't get out that way. We have to walk back down and come out the crawl space. I had never been so scared in my life. Like when I tell you, it was the scariest experience I've ever had. It really was. I'm really a bit of like, I want to do stuff that I'm scared to do kind of person. I was always the type of person to go on the tallest, fastest, biggest roller coaster, just because I was, I guess you could say, a thrill seeker. So I like to do things that scare me, but at the same time I'm like deathly afraid of everything. It's like I'm kind of weird, but I do it. I push myself to do things out of my comfort zone. I think that's a good quality. Like I like that quality about myself. So now I'm thinking, after realizing what I had done and all the places that I had been, I want to do that again. I'm in my house all the time. What I was doing was I didn't have to be near anybody. It was like the people that I went with, and that was it. I know COVID and everything's going on and everyone's been in their house. Why not take the time now while everybody's not as busy and start to do things like that? Me and Jake, we've been doing a lot of things, and I'm like, I don't know what thing that I want to do, but I really want to travel and stuff like that. And I think it would be a very cool experience if I was able to travel and literally be like a ghost hunter or something like that. Not even just a ghost hunter, but go to places that are scary. Not even just scary, but like cool places. Like places where infamous people lived and just a bunch of stuff like that. I think it would be so cool, and I think it would be really adventurous. So if you guys would like to see stuff like that, make sure you just comment down below. I think that I'm gonna convince Jake to go with me within the next few days on like a road trip somewhere and film the whole thing and kind of explore somewhere that's scary. I might even want to take him back. Maybe I'll even do a video at the pig farm, the abandoned pig farm that we went to, just to show you guys what I'm talking about, because the atmosphere and the area was just literally insane. It was the scariest thing, the scariest place that I've been to. So basically, I really just wanted to tell you guys about that experience, but I want to also throw out there that this is something I've been thinking about a lot, and it's something I really want to do. I don't know if you guys really like that I do my makeup and I get ready with you and I talk to you. Maybe I could do a different channel, or maybe I could just throw in some videos where I go places, but I really have been thinking about it, so I kind of want to know what you guys think. If you could just let me know so I kind of know where we're at with that. I think it would be something so fun, and I haven't looked it up on YouTube, but I really don't think I've seen anybody that's like a group of people who actually go and do that. I think it would be something cool that a lot of people would like to watch, and I would be super entertained by it, and I think it would just be so fun. So if you'd like to come along on that journey with us, if we decide to go through with it, let me know, and we will definitely start to do something like that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming to my channel and for watching this video, and for basically just hanging out with me while I get ready. I am going to be streaming on Twitch now, so if you want, you can follow my Twitch. I'll put that right here on the screen. I've been playing a lot of Warzone, but I just downloaded Dead by Daylight, I think it's called, so I'm gonna try and get into some of the scary games so you guys can watch me play them. I'm a huge baby. Even with Warzone, I scream when I see a guy because I'm just so scared. So I'm kind of excited to see how I react playing scary video games. I'm going to try and download a whole bunch of different ones and kind of just play them for you guys and see what happens. I don't know if it's going to be entertaining or not, but if you want, you can check out my Twitch. Make sure you follow me on everything, like my Twitter and my Instagram. It's all kind of like everything goes onto everything. I'm like across all platforms. I do have a TikTok now, so I'm going to be uploading some of my gamer clips there. And I'm also going to see about getting started with some of these adventure videos and exploring some scary places. So if you want to be along on that journey, make sure you subscribe here. Make sure you like this video if you like it. Share it with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for coming to watch. Love you.